Good evening and welcome to Jeevan's News at 8. I'm Tanya. First, let's take a look at the headlines for the day. SC crisis continues. 4 senior judges attend work. Storm is over, says Advocate General. Srijiv's death. CM meets Srijit. Won't end the stir till the CBI probe begins, says Srijit. Tax evasion case. Did not evade tax. Amla Paul to crime branch. Suresh Gopi arrested, left on bail. Kovur for minister post. Talks on within NCP. Loose talk, says Kovur. Infiltrating in Jammu and Kashmir. 7 Pakistan soldiers, 5 bunkers destroyed. Srijit, who has been on an indefinite strike here demanding justice for his brother, said he would continue with his protest until death, as Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan could not promise to fulfill his demand for a CBI probe. Srijit said he would stop the strike only after an order for a CBI probe is issued. Srijit told the media persons that he was glad that the Chief Minister called him and his mother for talks. Srijit also said that the government has not promised to initiate the legal actions to vacate a High Court order that has stayed a report by the State Police Complaints Authority that has found that his brother Srijiv died due to a custodial violence. After there is a ray of hope, it seems, the reports are to believe. The centre has given an unofficial assurance that the CBI would investigate the custody death of Srijiv.
With the hunger strike by Srijiv's brother Srijit in front of the Secretariat, seeking to bring to light the culprits behind the death of his brother, crossing 767 days, gaining the attention of the entire nation, MPs Shashi Tharoor and KC Venugopal have met Union Minister Jitendra Singh, who is in charge of the Central Personal Ministry, and the latter, it is reported that has promised the MPs that the case would be brought by the CBI. It is said that the Union Minister is soon to meet the CBI Director and request him to take up the case, citing that it has garnered much importance in the last few days. Meanwhile, Srijit and his mother have said that they have no information about the CBI taking up the case. The mother also said that her son would stop the protest once they get an official assurance that the CBI would take up the case. Srijit's statement came immediately after Congress MPs KC Venugopal and Shashi Tharoor claimed that the centre had given them an assurance that the CBI would probe the custodial death of Srijiv. PV Anwar MLA had given an assurance in this regard.
Government ഒന്ന് CBI അന്വേഷണത്തിൽ ഹൈക്കോടതിയിൽ പോകുമ്പോൾ സംസ്ഥാന ഗവൺമെന്റ് ഇവർക്ക് അനുകൂലമായിട്ടുള്ള ശ്രീധര കുടുംബത്തിന്റെ നിലപാടിനോടൊപ്പം നിന്നുകൊണ്ട് CBI അന്വേഷണം വേണമെന്ന നിലപാടിൽ ഉറച്ചു നിൽക്കും. 2 ഇപ്പോൾ പോലീസ് കംപ്ലയിന്റ് അതോറിറ്റിയുടെ മുകളിൽ വന്നിട്ടുള്ള ആ സ്റ്റേ വെക്കേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നതിന് ഇവരുടെ മൂവ്മെന്റിനോടൊപ്പം സംസ്ഥാന ഗവൺമെന്റ് ആ നിലപാട് സ്വീകരിക്കും. 3 ഇതുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട് സമരങ്ങളിൽ പെട്ടവരോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഇതിൽ പിന്തുണ നൽകിയവരുടെ പേരിൽ എന്തെങ്കിലും ഭാവിയിൽ പോലീസിന്റെ പ്രതിഷേധം ഉണ്ടാകുക ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടുണ്ടാകുക എന്നുള്ള സംശയം ആ സംശയം അത്തരത്തിൽ ഒരു നടപടികളും ഉണ്ടാവില്ല എന്ന് പോലീസിന്റെ ഭാഗത്തുനിന്ന് ഉറപ്പ് നൽകി.
Jeevan News, Tiruvandhuram.
The Bar Council of India was engaged in hectic parleys through the day to broker peace among the warring judges of the Supreme Court and said that the justices had been assured if they would soon sort out the problems.
A panel led by BCI Chief Manan Mishra met Chief Justice of India Deepak Mishra at the latter's residence after holding talks with several judges of the Apex Court, including Justice J. Chelameshwar, Madan B. Lokur and Kurian Joseph, who had questioned the manner in which the CJI was allotting cases to various benches in a press conference on Friday. Coming out after almost an hour-long meeting with the CJI, Mishra said the panel held talks with the judges in a very congenial atmosphere and all of them had assured him that the problem would be resolved. Interestingly, the case pertaining to CBI Judge B.H. Loya's death, one of the issues flagged by the 4 dissenting judges, will not be taken up. The case has been deferred as one of the judges on the bench, Justice M.M. Shantanagaudar, will not attend the court on Monday. A coordination committee of the Delhi District Court Bar Associations termed as unfortunate the press conference by the four senior-most judges of the apex court and said it would take to the streets if the crisis was resolved within 10 days. The committee of lawyers from 6 district courts passed a resolution and said an internal mechanism should be developed to settle such disputes in the judiciary. National Desk, Jeevan.
Anuj Loya, son of the late B.H. Loya, said that he is no longer suspicious about the judge's sudden death and that the controversy was hurting his family. This follows 4 justices of the Supreme Court raising the issue at a press conference on Friday.
Clear with it. They had some suspicions because of emotional turmoil at that period. So right now even they are clear with it and even they don't have any issues.
The NCP is likely to name an unexpected candidate for the Transport Minister's post, the only ministerial berth held by the LDF ally in the cabinet. Urgent talks are on within the NCP to induct RSP MLA Kovur to the party and award the ministerial post to him.
The move comes in the wake of LDF's strict directive to the NCP to take a final decision on the ministerial post, which is now handled by the Chief Minister following the back-to-back resignation of the NCP ministers owing to various allegations. It is learned that the NCP zeroed in on Kunyumon after its alleged plan to bring in R. Balakrishna Pillai and KB Ganesh Kumar to the party faced severe criticisms. The NCP is likely to put a condition before the new minister that he should step down for A.K. Shashindran if he is vindicated in the Sleaze phone chat case. Party Chief Sharad Pawar is expected to have a conversation with Shashindran over the matter. Thomas Chandi, who quit the post following corruption allegations, have informed Pawar that he has no objection in providing minister post to Kunyumon. The present talks are led by Manisi Kapan. The NCP central leadership has reportedly asked the state unit not to engage in any talks with Balakrishna Pillai for now. Jeevan News, Tiruvandhuram.
Supreme Court Judge Abhay Manohar has backed off from considering the petition submitted by the former Kerala Transport Minister Thomas Chandi seeking a story on the report against him submitted by the Alappuzha District Collector in the backwater encroachment case. He informed that he was backing off from hearing the case before Thomas Chandi. Counsel began his argument, pointing it out that it would be better for a bench without him to hear the case. Then, considering the case has been postponed to January 19th following this. This is the second time a judge is backing off from hearing the case. Now, a bench comprising CJI Deepak Mishra will consider the case. Actor Amla Paul appeared before the crime branch on Monday for interrogation in a case relating to the registration of her luxury vehicle in Pondicherry.
Amla Paul reportedly told the sleuths that she had not evaded tax. She revealed that she had rented a house in Puducherry and the vehicles were registered in that address. The Kerala High Court had earlier directed her to appear before the officials after she moved the court seeking anticipatory bail. The crime branch had booked her, allegedly forging documents to register her high-end vehicles in the Union Territory of Puducherry. The High Court on January 9 said the crime branch can question Amla Paul on January 15 from 10 am to 1 pm. The court said it would again consider her bail plea after 10 days. The crime branch had earlier summoned the actress for interrogation but did not turn up. The corps had said she was allegedly trying to evade the 20% tax in Kerala on luxury cars costing Rs 20 lakh and above. In Puducherry, it was as low as 13.75%, report said. News Desk, Jeevan.
Malayalam actor and Rajya Sabha MP Suresh Gopi was arrested on Monday and later released on bail in connection with the registration of his luxury vehicle allegedly using forged documents.
The crime branch wing of Kerala Police recorded the award-winning actor's statement when he appeared before the officials for questioning. The actor was released on a bond of Rs 1 lakh and 2 solvent sureties. The police had registered an FIR against the actor on December 5, charging him for fabricating documents by showing an address in the Union Territory of Puducherry and getting the vehicles registered there, causing revenue loss to the Kerala government. Suresh Gopi then moved the Kerala High Court for anticipatory bail. In his plea, he said the allegations prima facie were false. He said he had chosen to register the 2 vehicles in Puducherry, where he has rented a property since 2009. The BJP MP said he owns agricultural land around Puducherry, which was being looked after by family members, including his brothers. The police have said that the actor turned politician used a fake residential address to register his luxury vehicles in the Union Territory to evade the 20% tax in Kerala on luxury cars. The tax in Puducherry is much less than that. News Desk, Jeevan.
Popular Malayalam actor Dileep, one of the accused in the February 17th actress assault case, is all set to approach the court, seeking visuals of the crime submitted by the cops.
Dileep had earlier received the copy of the report and the statements collected by the Special Investigation Team that probed the conspiracy behind the actress attack. Nevertheless, Dileep's counsel has said that copies of some of the crucial witness statements were not given to them and that the police and the prosecution are not being transparent. The actor's counsel will argue at the court that Dileep, as an accused in the case, has legal right to receive the copies of the videos of the actress attack. Dileep had demanded that the same at the court earlier. He had obtained a copy of the charge sheet as soon as the investigating team submitted the same at the court. Meanwhile, the memory card containing the visuals of the actress attack has not been discovered yet. The Angamali court will consider the case of Dileep, who is the 8th accused in the case, on January 15th. Also, the court had extended the remand period of the first accused in the case, Pulsar Sunny, until January 15th. Meanwhile, the Angamali Magistrate Court has postponed the verdict on the complaint filed by Dileep that the charge sheet of the case was leaked to the media before being submitted at the court on January 17th. Dileep had accused the police of leaking the charge sheet and has said that this was ulterior motives that the action must be taken against the officers. News Desk, Jeevan.
The army on Monday launched a major retaliatory action against Pakistan amid continuing ceasefire violations and infiltration bids along the line of control in Jammu and Kashmir.
As per the reports coming in, 7 Pakistani soldiers have been killed in the retaliatory action carried out by the army against Pakistan. Another 4 Pakistani soldiers were injured in the firing in forward areas along the line of control in Jammu and Kashmir's Poonch district. The news come on a day when the Army Chief General Bipin Rawat sounded a warning to Pakistan over its continued support to terrorists. If Pakistani army continues to help terrorists in infiltrating into India, then we will be forced to respond with greater strength, General Rawat said, speaking at a ceremony to mark the Army Day in the national capital. Earlier, the army chief had stated that his force was ready to call Pakistan's nuclear bluff and cross the border. On the earlier occasion, General Rawat has said that India and Pakistan can talk about establishing peace only if Pakistan stops supporting terrorists in Jammu and Kashmir. News Desk, Jeevan.
Some identified people broke into a house at Alua on Sunday night and decamped with 100 sovereigns of gold and rupees 1 lakh.
The miscreants hit the house at Padinyareparambil Abdullah at Mahilalayam Junction in Alua when the family members were not present there. Abdullah and family found the house robbed when they returned home from Mamburam on Sunday night. Police recovered some tools from the premises of the house which might have been used by the robbers to break into the house. A team of police led by Alua Sub-Inspector reached the spot to collect evidence against them.
നമ്മളെല്ലാം ചുറ്റുപാടുള്ള ആൾക്കാരെ നോക്കുന്നു സംശയപരമായിട്ടുള്ള ആൾക്കാരെ ഇതേ രീതിയിൽ ഓപ്പറേഷൻ നടത്തി കൊണ്ടിരുന്ന ആൾക്കാർ പുറത്തുണ്ടോ അങ്ങനെയുള്ള ആൾക്കാരെ കേന്ദ്രീകരിച്ചാണ് ഇപ്പം നോക്കുന്നത് കമ്മീഷണർ DSP ആലുവിൻ്റെ നേതൃത്വത്തിലാണ് ഇപ്പോൾ നടക്കുന്നത് വളരെ ഊർജ്ജിതമായിട്ടുള്ള അന്വേഷണമാണ് ചെയ്യാൻ ഉദ്ദേശിക്കുന്നത് കൂടുതൽ അതിൻ്റെ പേര് വെരിഫിക്കേഷൻ നടത്തിക്കൊണ്ടിരിക്കുകയാണ് ഇനിയിപ്പോൾ ആരെങ്കിലും കൂടുതൽ എന്തെങ്കിലും ആൾക്കാർ പോലെ വന്നിട്ടുണ്ടോ പോയിട്ടുണ്ടോ എന്നൊക്കെ അന്വേഷിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുക
Police have been on a mission to trace the culprits behind the series of robbery cases in Ernakulam. Earlier, 2 robbery cases were reported in Tripunithara. Police have arrested 3 members of a gang based in Delhi who are suspected to be behind the robbery in Tripunithara. News Desk, Jeevan.
Pronouncing its judgment in the Chotanakara murder case in which a 4-year-old was killed by her mother's parama, the POSCO court on Monday awarded death sentence to prime convict Ranjit. The child's mother Rani and her friend Basil have been awarded double life sentence. All the 3 convicts are also ordered to pay penalty.
The court has also granted life sentence to the girl's mother Rani and accomplice in the crime Tiruvannur native Basil. Also, Ranjit will have to pay a fine of rupees 50,000 and Rani and Basil have to pay rupees 25,000 respectively. Ranjit had attempted suicide on Friday, the day the court had previously decided to pronounce the sentence. Concerned officials have confirmed that he is out of danger now. The case relates to Ranjit, his friend, and the mother of the 4-year-old girl Rani murdering the kid on October 30, 2014. The mother and the kid were tenants at a house in Chottanikara. The mother had been having an illicit relationship with Ranjit, and the kid was murdered as they feared that her presence would prove to be a problem in continuing the affair. The mother is the second accused and Basil the third accused in the case. It has also been confirmed in the post-mortem report of the girl that she had been subjected to sexual harassment. The prosecution had argued that the accused killed the girl when she became a problem for the wayward life of the mother. The accused, who were out in bail, have been moved to the Kakinada district jail after the court has found them to be guilty of the crime. News Desk, Jeevan.
India and Israel on Monday signed as many as 9 agreements in areas such as cyber security, science and technology, air transport, film production, oil and natural gas, solar thermal technologies, space technology and homeopathic medicine. The agreements were inked in the presence of Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his visiting Israeli counterpart Benjamin Netanyahu in Delhi. This is his first state visit to India after Modi visited Israel last year. Both sides also held delegation-level talks in the Indian capital city Monday morning. Surprising everyone, 3 children conquered the Vembanad Lake on Sunday. They swam across the lake from Kumaragam to Mohama as part of their campaign to promote the need for swimming lessons in school.
Krishnaveni, Aditya and Advait were staged in the unique campaign to create awareness on the need of learning swimming from a young age. Malu Shikha was the first female swimmer to cross the lake as its widest stretch to see the children at Muhamma. The children were excited in successfully completing their mission. They started their preparations to swim across Vembanad Lake on Sunday early morning itself. They had vowed to take up the mission after an accident in which 6 children were killed after a boat capsized in the river near Changarangulam at Malappuram. They found the incident very painful one and decided that they should promote the importance of swimming to avoid such incidents.
കുറേ കുട്ടികൾ നീന്തൽ അറിയാത്തതുകൊണ്ട് മരിക്കുന്നു. അപ്പോൾ ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് നീന്താൻ പറ്റുന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അവർക്ക് നീന്താം. അപ്പോൾ എല്ലാവർക്കും ഇതൊരു പ്രചോദനമായി ഇരിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടിയാണ് ഞങ്ങൾ ഈ നീന്തിയത്.
They started swimming the lake at 7 in the morning on Sunday from Kumaragam to Muhamma. They crossed the lake within 5 hours and 40 minutes. They reached Muhamma at 12:45 p.m. Their trainer, Saji Valashiri, also accompanied them in the mission. According to Saji's 7-month-long training in Peria helped the children to successfully complete the mission.
മുങ്ങിമരണങ്ങൾ തടയുന്നതിന് വേണ്ടി ജീവൻ രക്ഷയുടെ ഭാഗമായ നീന്തൽ പഠനവും സ്കൂൾ സിലബസിലേക്ക് കൊണ്ടുവരാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ടാണ് ഞങ്ങൾ ഈ കുട്ടി സംഘങ്ങളുടെ ഒരു നീന്തൽ യജ്ഞം വെറും 9 വയസ്സുകാരൻ 9 കിലോമീറ്റർ നീന്തി കാണിച്ചത്.
News Desk, Jeevan.
Shrine shines at Shabrimala.
ശരണവഴിയെ brought to you by
കളർ മങ്ങാതെ വാഹനങ്ങൾ വൃത്തിയാക്കാം ലേക്ക് റോഡ് കാർ ഷാംപൂ. വാഹനങ്ങൾ എന്നും പുതിയതുപോലെ.
This year, the Hari Varasanam Award, instituted by the state government, was presented to renowned singer K.S. Chitra by Minister Surendran.
Devasam Minister Kadagambally Surendran presented the award comprising a purse worth rupees 1 lakh, a citation and a memento to K.S. Chitra. The Nightingale of Kerala received the award by presenting a musical offering to the presiding deity on the occasion. Chitra has been selected for the award in recognition of her contribution to propagate the spirit of secularism, equanimity and universal brotherhood, State Devasam Minister Kadagambally Surendran said. She was selected by a jury headed by Shabarimala High Power Committee Chairman Justice retired S. Sirijagan, Travancore Devasam Board President A. Padmakumar, board members Raju Abraham MLA, retired Justice Y. S. Sirijagan, Arijit Pasayat, and Jay Ram, cine actor, were among those who spoke on the occasion.
Brought to you by
കളർ മങ്ങാതെ വാഹനങ്ങൾ വൃത്തിയാക്കാം ലേക്ക് റോഡ് കാർ ഷാംപൂ വാഹനങ്ങളെന്നും പുതിയതുപോലെ.
It has been reported that the government is suffering loss amounting to crores of rupees with the Supplyco officials, with the help of senior staff selling off subsidized goods meant for sales through Supplyco outlets through other channels.
The Food and Civil Supplies Department has estimated that the government suffered a loss of about Rs 120 crore in the last financial year. Because of this, it has been found that this has been happening through a few Mavili stores and Supplyco supermarkets. An amount of Rs 400 crore was given subsidy to Supplyco in a financial year 2016 and 17. This also includes Rs 150 crore provided by the government to control the prices in the public market. It has been estimated that about 30% of the subsidized goods worth Rs 400 crore were sold through other channels, and this amount to about Rs 120 crore. The Supplyco has been allotted Rs 200 crore in the financial year. News Desk, Jeevan.
The Unique Identification Authority of India on Monday said that it was soon going to roll out face authentication as an additional security feature for the Aadhaar verification. The new feature, likely to be introduced by July, would make it convenient for those who have difficulty in authentication through fingerprint or iris scan. However, the face recognition would be used only in fusion mode. That is, it will be valid only when used along with one more authentication feature, the fingerprint or the iris or the one-time password, the UIDAI said in a statement. A pep talk from Roger Federer helped inspire Belinda to a major upset on the opening day of the Australian Open. The 20-year-old came into the tournament in great form and knocked out last year's runner-up Venus Williams 6-3-7-5. 12 months after Venus was beaten by her sister Serena in the final, the family will not be represented in the second round of the tournament for the first time since 1997, before Belinda was even born. World number 1 Rafael Nadal powered into the Australian Open second round with a routine win over the Dominican Republic's Victor Estrella Burgos. The Spaniard played his first tournament match since suffering a knee injury in November, won 6-1, 6-1, 6-1 in 94 minutes on Rod Laver Arena. And before we wind up, a quick look at the headlines once again. Supreme Court crisis continues. 4 senior judges attend work. Storm is over, says Advocate General. Srijiv's death. CM meets Srijit. Won't end the stir till the CBI probe begins, says Srijit. Tax evasion case. Did not evade tax. Amla Paul to crime branch. Suresh Gopi arrested. Left on bail. Kovur for minister post. Talks on within NCP. Loose talk, says Kovur. Infiltrating in Jammu and Kashmir. 7 Pakistan soldiers, 5 bunkers destroyed. And that's all from the English News Desk. Thank you for watching and good night.